like love, 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 and music. La la la, love, 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 and music. Love, love.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jay Lee. This is Jay Lee's Corner. This is my review of a new show on BET. It's called The Family Business. It's from some book. I have not read the book. I don't know about the book, but when I posted the preview on my IG, so many comments. Oh my God, I love that book. I love the author. I can't believe the book is going to be a TV show. So I said, well, we'll try it out and I'll review it to see what the kind of response I get from it, you know what I'm saying, to see if I'm going to review the whole season. I can say that when I started watching it, I got interested. Like, okay. I mean, it was a little corny too. I hate that it's on BT and they bleeping out all the cuss words or whatever. I'm like, if you got to bleep them out, just don't say them. But whatever. So it's called The Family Business. It's season 1, episode 1. Okay? If you have not done so already, please take a moment and subscribe to my channel and become a Jaybird. Okay? Hello to all my Jaybirds. I love you guys very much. I will be live this Friday on my YouTube, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will see y'all there. Do not forget to also look below. You see my merchandise. Not hats, Lord Jesus. Hoodies, t-shirts, and mugs. Make sure to check those out. And to get you one, and also sweatshirts. I have one sweatshirt. So I have one sweatshirt, hoodies, mugs, and then the cups. No, damn it. Hoodies, t-shirts, mugs, and then one sweatshirt. I got all confused. So make sure to check that out too. So, the family business. We see the beginning of it starts off Paris. Paris is in jail. So Paris is a sister. She is a daughter, okay? But her name is Paris. And she looks like, my daddy's rich, so I don't really care. Of course, this is about black people, but whatever. So we see she was arrested. She was pulled over. She was with some guy who was in a car. He had drugs. She had a gun. I'm looking like, well, that's just a bad combination. Okay, if you have a gun, you should not be riding with someone who has drugs because it looks like that's the whole crime in the process. And so she's like, I am Paris Duncan. My daddy's on, he got the mayor on speed dial, your boss on speed dial, Jesus on speed dial, everybody on speed dial, the Holy Ghost on speed dial, everybody's on speed dial. So I suggest y'all let me go. And they like, girl, whatever. You had a whole gun. You was going down. And then here comes Pretty Ricky Fontaine. Okay, and who was that, man, you ask? If you do not know who Pretty Ricky Fontaine is from Martin, you are too young to be watching me on YouTube. Okay, and he's Miguel. He also played in Juana Man. He played in the other stuff too. He was in Thin Line Between Love and Hate. He was the Chicken King. More with Martin. But yeah, so he is a lawyer. His name is Harris, and he's married to the daughter of one of the Duncans. He's married to the oldest daughter or whatever. So we do see he comes in because he's the lawyer for the Duncans. He gets her out of jail. Like, all right, come on. My client finna go. Come on, let's go. And they're like, well, who are you? Don't worry about it, okay? I'm taking her up out of here and just thank you, Captain. And then they leave. And so we then see her walk out, and she's the youngest daughter. I'm out. And she turns, she look, and nigga, her daddy Duncan, LC. Daddy, I promise I did not do nothing. Daddy, I didn't do it. I didn't do nothing, Daddy. He like, and he just walked. I'm like, hey, Daddy Duncan. Name is LC. So they get in the car. Now he may like, I sent your ass to a whole fancy school, spend all that money on tuition, and you come back here and you steal a $350,000 car. You know what I'm saying? Why would you steal my car? And so I'm like, girl, right, why would you do that? So again, she was put over in her daddy's stolen car. Crazy. So we do see, they get to like a little place, whatever. He like, no, take her home. I have to go to a meeting. So he meets up with this dude named Sims, who's a councilman. Councilman Sims, who also played on a couple of different other shows too. But he is running for mayor. And he's like, hey, I'm here running for mayor, whatever, you know what I'm saying? I would like to have your support. He like, Elsie, like, we support the current mayor, you know what I'm saying? We like her. Everyone loves her. his little white aide, the Sims do white aide, say, well, no, minority, low income people in the projects like her, but middle class and rich people, they don't like her. Like, she not gonna win another election. And so, LC said, you know what? If you beat her in the primaries, you'll have my support. Up until then, we behind the current mayor. We ain't got time for the bullshit. Okay, have a nice day. Bye-bye. I'm like, okay, Elsie, okay. But we also see Sims get in his car, like, what I'm saying? We need to turn the heat up on him. We need to teach him a lesson. So I'm like, okay, so Sims don't like Duncan. Sims don't like the Duncans. He don't like Daddy Elsie. Now, I know some of y'all who watching this may have watched the book. I'm going to ask y'all to not post any spoilers about whatever happened in the book. Okay, I ain't read the book, so I don't. If you post a spoiler, I will delete it and block you. So do not be in the comment section saying, oh yeah, this is what happened. I don't want to know shit that happens later. Nothing. So I'm warning you now. If you put spoilers in the comment section, you will be deleted and blocked. All up and through the corner. Anyway. So yeah, Sims don't like them. He like, I gotta put some heat on that ass. On that ass. Now back at the house, we see Paris gets there. And we see Tammy Roman. I'm like, Tammy getting a check. All right, check. Tammy getting a check. And I felt like, okay, I was rude because when I saw her, I said, oh, Tammy getting a whole check for being a baby mama. And I'm looking like, and then turns out she not a baby mama. She is the oldest daughter of them. She plays London, who was Elsie's oldest daughter, and she is married to Harris's character, the Miguel dude. So that's her date. That's her husband. I'm like, okay, she's a whole wife. Okay, a whole grown adult wife. Okay, yes. So we then see Mama Duncan Chippy, played by the fabulous Valerie Pettiford. She played in so much other stuff. She was the mother on Half and Half. She played the Sadiddy mother, I'm gonna say. But she's played in other stuff too. If you Google her name, you'll know exactly who she is. I love her though. She's a great actress. So we see her like, Paris, you not gonna ruin your daddy's party. You is not gonna ruin us. You and that boy, you out here in your daddy car with that boy who has drugs on him. Mama, that was not my fault. It's never your fault, Paris. Now go get ready for your daddy party. Okay, go. All right, Mama Duncan. Chippy don't play. So, she like, girl, go back. So we then see the dude who she was caught with at the bar having a little drink, and her brother Orlando pop up. Now, Orlando was played by Darren something. He played Lem on the TV show Soul Food. He's also like a choreographer, and he was in Stump the Yards. He was a dark-skinned, mean dude on Stump the Yards. So he's there too. He plays Orlando, and he like, I told you to leave my sister alone. Like, bruh, look, I did. She be coming after me. She be coming to me, bruh. I don't care. I told you. Leave her alone. I told you. I'm like, why you gotta stick, bruh? What's it come from? Like, man, she won't leave me alone. And he threw the drink on Orlando. Oh, crap. And he's running. Or whatever. He got the back door. Boom! The other brother, Junior, catches him with a baseball bat. Now, I don't think that's funny because, as y'all know, I was hit with a baseball bat by a guy before. It was crazy. Anyway, but you know what I'm saying? He beat him up. We told you to leave our sister alone. Leave her alone. I'm looking like, but you beating him with a baseball bat and broad daylight. That's not smart. It never ends, it just doesn't end smartly. But we see the whole time Mama Chippy is sitting across the street in her car with a key. Not a key, like a little teenager do. Like, baby, what did they do wrong? What's wrong with this? What's wrong with this situation? And it's her grandson, Nevada. Now, all these names, states, and cities and stuff get out of hand. And then he's like, well, Uncle Junior should have hit him with a baseball bat. It was about 23 other ways to take him down just as effectively. I'm looking like, okay. So they're grooming him clearly to do some things shifty later on. And then she's like, good, baby. I'm like, okay. Now we see they're at this party that, LC was having. And we see, before that, Orlando was in the bed. with a girl, okay? And then he gets the phone call as they, having sex or whatever. So they're having sex, and he gets a whole phone call. So he jumps up, jumps up or whatever. And as he's leaving, he's like, "All right, you're done. We're done here, or whatever." Well, when will I see you again? You won't unless you go buy a car. And I'm like, okay, so he's ahead of the quitted dude. So we see that whole thing. But at this party, everyone is there. The brothers is there, all the kids is there, Uncle Lou. So Uncle Lou was also there. Uncle Lou was played by Clifton Powell, and Uncle Lou was, of course, Duncan's brother. So we see that Paris has a twin brother named Rio. Paris and Rio. Okay, we say so. Anyway, Rio has green hair. And I said, okay, he must be the gay brother. And again, I have not read the book, so I don't know nothing about nothing. But I said he got green hair, and he was looking at something. I said, every urban novel has some gay character, and I'm like, I'm gonna just assume it's him. Okay, and he was the gay one, and they're both eyeing the same man, a sexy Latino dude named Miguel. Okay, I'm like, hey Miguel, and then Paris is like, brother, I don't think I don't think he play for your team, whatever, but I'm gonna go see what it looking like. And so she go like, hey, hey, and then here come her brother Junior. Excuse me, okay, we're gonna break this all up. Go ahead on. Now I say Paris is hot in the coochie. She's a coochie chasing dude catching person. Okay, so she's chasing her coochie to catch a dude. Or no. She's using her coochie to catch people. But it is what it is. So that gets separated. We then see there's someone named Saul there, or Sal, and he has a whole man bun. And I'm like, the last time I seen a character who's playing Saul, he was in Demolition, not Demolition, he was in Judge Dredd. He played Rico, the Law. Okay, he played the evil dude on on Judge Dredd, but he's there too, and he's like some mafioso dude or whatever. But I'm like, I've never seen a crime mob boss dude with a whole man bun and a back bang. And what's a back bang? He had the back of his hair hanging down, and the ends was bumped like it was a goddamn bang. A man bun and a back bang. It did not look good at all. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? But he's a family friend, so whatever. So we see the parties because LC is celebrating the 35th year in business, him and his brother Lou, for their auto empire, whatever. And, they're opening a new location. So it's a party. Let's all get wasted or whatever. He's like, I've been at this for so long, you know what I'm saying? He's called let me have my wife come up. Let me have my kids come up. Let me have my grandkids come up. Let me have my daughter's husband, who's our lawyer, come up. Why didn't you just say everybody come up on here? Okay, you know who you be. Get your ass up here. You can go one by one. Anyway, he like, all this time I've been working, it's about time for me to retire. Okay, and me having to retire, there needs to be a new CEO. And the new CEO, my son, Orlando. And when he says that, Harris looks shocked like, bitch, it ain't me. Bitch, it might be, but it ain't. Nope, it's and Orlando like, oh, okay, Dad, I couldn't get a heads up. No, son, I want to see that whole shock on your face. And he looked shocked because I'm like, Orlando, who was sexing that girl, he don't look like he gonna run nothing. He looked like he be out there doing things and hanging up and taking care of vagina business, but not care of business. So, of course, Harris looked shocked, and they're all like, okay, well, that was different, but it's Orlando, and Orlando, oh yeah, it's gonna be great. I'm gonna be the CEO. I'm gonna run things. I'm gonna do things, and it's gonna be done, and did. I'm like, well, Darren, just don't break out no dance move, no dance break, okay? Because he also used to choreograph for NSYNC, so I don't want no bye. I don't do all that stuff. Anyway, we do see the sexy dude, Miguel. Miguel comes up like, Mr. Duncan, can I talk to you? Do I know you, son? Well, no, but I'm here on behalf of Alejandro, some. Alejandro. The wife say, we don't do business with him. Here, so I'm like, oh, so they're beefed out with Alejandro. Fuck your daddy, okay? We ain't doing business with him. Get out. Bye. I'm like, well, okay. He ain't happy. So I'm like, clearly, there's some bad blood in between the families. Now, I know this TV show is probably mashing together things that happen within the book, because I'm like, there had to be some kind of backstory or whatever. But again, don't you put no spoilers all up and through. All up and through. Anyway, so from there, back at the house, we see Harris, who's pissed he didn't make it. Now, Harris is like, oh my God, can't believe it. He seems straight laced when he's around people at the house. Oh, this is some bullshit. This folk fuck. I'm like, oh, he's ghetto. He's upset, okay? He's black mad. And what's black mad? Mad than the motherfucker. Anyway, I can't believe your daddy passed me over for CEO. You know what I'm saying? Like, why he give Atlanta? Why Orlando? That's some bullshit, baby. You know, I'm sure daddy had his. I don't want to hear that bullshit, baby. I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear that crap. Leave me be, okay? I work hard for your father, okay? I work hard. And for what? For nothing. Orlando don't make no deals. He don't do no work. He ain't putting no work. I'm looking like, well, you know, it is what it is. He's like, you know what? Whatever. And then his phone starts ringing, and he instantly, puts it on silent so she couldn't realize it. And then she's like, who's calling you this late? Oh, no one. No one. Well, no one won't care if I try to call. And she tried to snatch his phone, and he backhand. I'm like, did you did you backhand slap her? And she's like, oh. He's like, look what you made me do. Okay, look what you made. I told you don't go grabbing for my phone. I'm like, oh, you an abuser. You a whole abuser. I see you. I see you. He's a whole fraud. Okay, he's a fraud. He's the one thing in public and some else behind. I'm like, okay, I got my eye on his ass. He's an asshole in private. Don't like them assholes in private. That's what he is. So we then see Paris and Rio at the house just chilling or whatever, drinking. You know what I'm saying? Rio out here like, this not Rio. Paris said, the throne should go to Uncle Vegas. I'm like, where Uncle Vegas at? Where he at? I'm going to assume Uncle Vegas is in prison only because I saw the preview and the person who played Uncle Vegas looked like he was in a prison suit, but I'm not sure just yet. But Uncle Vegas is played by Michael Jai White, who plays Spawn and some other things. But yeah, that's him. So we then see Rio sitting there and he just starts sniffing cocaine. I'm looking like, who pulls out cocaine when they talking to their sister about their uncle? Okay? And he's like, don't do that in front of me and don't do that in front of Nevada. Oh, I didn't realize he was back there. It's alright. People at my school do things worse than cocaine. I'm like, well, what's worse than cocaine? We know you got heroin, crack, same thing. Anyway, he's like, and I don't want you to have an intervention. That's that would be a shame to have an intervention for you. So, calm the fuck down, uncle. Is it uncle? Yes, calm the fuck down. Anyway, he said, plus there's something scarier than drugs. It was like, what? He was like, granddaddy. That's true. That is very, very true. LC don't like you play. So we then see Orlando at home. He gets a whole visitor. Who come to visit Orlando? A paid prostitute. I'm looking like, oh, he like the hookers. So earlier girl was a whole hooker. She was. And this is the whole new girl, okay? And I'm like, it looked like this may be her first assignment. She's nervous. Oh, hi, Mr. Duncan. He's like, don't call me Orlando. Okay, Mr. Duncan. I'm just so nervous. I don't know. Take my coat off, leave my coat on. What do I do? And he noticed that she's nervous. She has a whole accent, and she's pretty. But the last one was pretty too. But it's something about her that he's just like, don't rush. Take your time. It's okay. Have a seat. You want a drink? I'm looking like, well, okay. Okay. So, they're having a seat or whatever. And then he's like, you know what? You're so beautiful. You're just so beautiful. And I'm like, boy, we pretty sure you told us all the prostitutes. And she said, I bet you told all the girls that. He's like, no, but I'm here with you right now. And they start kissing and they doing it, okay? They doing it and doing it and doing it. And I'm like, I guess all Johns sleep with their Janes. So we see that whole thing going on. At that point, we see LC gets a notification from a dude come visit him, saying, your shipment ain't coming. I'm like, what, shipment of cars? Girl, shipment something else. So he like, yo, shipment ain't coming. I don't, just look, someone spending a lot of money to keep you out this business. And I just can't let you know that. Okay, I want you to know, you know what I'm saying? That's what's going on. Are you serious? I can't believe this. I didn't come to you. Your father came to me 10 years ago. Okay, he came to me. I can't believe you. He like, look, I know that. That's why I'm coming here to tell you, okay? Watch your back. And then he leaves. So he's telling him someone is cutting out your connection, okay? I don't know who or why, but it's working. And you know what I'm saying? You gotta watch your whole back. So he go home. Chippy, Junior, Orlando, everyone. Vega, Jesus, Nazareth. He called everybody out. And Chippy like, we're here, honey. What's wrong? We're at war. We're at war. Go get Orlando. They're like, all right, we'll call him. So they like, fine, let's get it. But Orlando at home in the shower with that hooker. They kissing and hugging all in the shower. I'm like, okay, Orlando, okay. And then, so we see that whole thing. And so Elsie's kind of calmed down a little bit, you know. Chippy then came and brought him a little drink or whatever. And then he like, you know, I just can't believe all this, baby. Can't believe it. Well, you know, Elsie, we might only have one choice. What is that, baby? She hands him the cards of Miguel from earlier, Alejandro's person who said, you know what I'm saying, if I can maybe work with y'all. And he said, fuck your daddy. We don't like your daddy. We don't work with that man. Go ahead on somewhere. Go ahead on. So he's like, you know, I don't know. She's like, we may not have no choice. Our backs may be against the wall or whatever. So from there, we see Uncle Lou. Now, Uncle Lou, listen, pal, he's at Saul's house. And I'm like, so, I'm still mad because Saul has a whole man bun and a back bang. And they getting rubbed down by some girls who look young enough to be their granddaughter. So I'm like, that's just so disgusting, but whatever. Now, Sal is concerned because he's like, why is Orlando being put in charge? Why when he put Harris in charge? You know what I'm saying? Harris should have been in charge. And he's like, nah, you know what I'm saying? Harris ain't built for this. I mean, Harris the whole pussy. You know what I'm saying? He can't do this. You know, Orlando will be fine. You know what I'm saying? The thing will work out. Don't worry about it. Well, all right. Because if it fails, Lou, I have to blame you. You right. Me and John might be. We then see Orlando waking up early in the morning, okay, with his whole new lady. They all laying in bed, the sun is shining across their little face or whatnot, and you know what I'm saying, he kisses on the forehead. I'm looking like, oh, you being seductive. You being sensual. Forehead kisses? Okay. And he kissed in her lips too. I'm like, who kisses hookers on the lips? Not me, not out there, the cat. Anyway, we then hear, honk, 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 honk. And now I'm like, oh, maybe that's Junior trying to get Orlando's attention because he's been gone all night or whatever. He's like, oh, I think your ride's here. She's like, oh, tell them to leave. I want to stay. And then he's like, I wish you could. I really wish you could. You know what I'm saying? But my life was complicated. You know what I'm saying? And women will only make it more complicated. So I always just spend one night with a woman and that's it. No more. I'm looking like, he made it seem like I just do one night. You a slut then. Out here banging out different girls every night. Oh, nasty, little nasty. Anyway, she's like, oh, okay. Oh, I thought, he's like, you know, but if it makes you feel any better, if it makes any difference, I had an amazing time. And then kissed her. She said, oh, what does that matter? Because for a moment, I forgot you were paying me to do this. I'm looking like, well, you the prostitute. You can't get mad because he don't want to prostitute with you no more, lady. It's not his fault. And so she leaves. However, we do see them later on a little walk through the little park or whatever. And she said, you know, well, I thought you only spend one night with women or whatever. I can't believe it. You know, same girl twice. You know what I'm saying? And then he said, you know what? My mama told me to never live my life with regrets. Oh, what do you regret? Well, I regret not seeing you sooner. You had to sleep with all the other prostitutes first to get with her. So, you have to find the right prostitute to make your wife. You had to get through a whole bunch of Janes to get your Jane though. Anyway, we see that thing. We do see a little short scene of Sim. Sims went and he met with the same dudes who went and told LC your product is cut off, and it's a whole exchange. I'm like, it's some shady shit going on. Sim was really trying to stick it to, you know what I'm saying, the Duncans, which makes me think Sims is a crooked politician. sneaky dicky man or whatever. So from there we see Miguel. Um, it was all Miguel, Elsie, all of them was together meeting up, and but Orlando wasn't there, and they're meeting with Miguel. Yeah, Miguel was meeting with all of them. So it was Miguel with Elsie. I think was Junior there. I think Junior may have been there, but I know Harris was, and so was Uncle Luke. And they're basically discussing the new contract, between Alejandro to give them product. Okay, and he's like, all right, okay. Uh, but look at this. He hands him a picture of a car. Oh yeah, that's his prized possession car. No, that's my car. Okay. He's like, no, 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 no. He talks all the time about winning that bad car in the program, and he cheated. Okay, he cheated, and I want my shit. I'm saying, look, this is my deal. Okay. He stole that car. He was wrong. So tell him the deal won't be done unless he returns what belongs to me. And I was like, oh shit, here we go. Those are my terms. Call your boss. Now at this point in time, I keep calling him daddy and son because I know they're daddy and son, but we haven't found that out on the show yet. But whatever. So in walks Orlando. Oh hey, I didn't know we had company. And they're like, give us a moment. So LC and Orlando talk. He's like, son, I can't give you the business if you can't be available in a crisis. Crisis? What crisis? They was calling you all night. Have you not looked at your phone? No? Oh, crazy stuff. Anyway, he like, I had to save the company, so I had to work with the devil. And I'm like, I don't want to work with the devil. I don't want it. No, thank you. Anyway, we do see the deal goes through. Deal. We got a deal. We got a deal. It's a whole little deal. So when Miguel goes to his car and calls Alejandro, he's like, you're right. The deal is done. He was easy. He's like, oh, because he's so predictable. It makes him an easy poker player. And I'm looking like, oh, it's the whole trick. Okay. So we see the fact that Alejandro and Miguel is some snakes in the grass. But we also see Lou and LC talking about how they do not trust Miguel and they definitely don't trust Alejandro's ass. So keep an eye on him. A whole eye on him. So we do see that Miguel comes to the house to see LC. And then LC like, you know what? I don't trust you. Okay? I don't trust you and I don't trust your boss. Well, I'm going to have to just work to get you to trust me. And as he says that, he looks over and thought ass Paris over there in a bikini, just glistening in the water or whatever, trying to get his attention, bending over, and he's looking at her. I'm looking like she thought and bopping, thought and bopping, thought and bopping, thought and bopping, thought and bopping for it. My voice is gone because it's 4:30 in the morning, but thought and bopping in front of her daddy. Anybody who thought and bop in front of their daddy, dang, not in front of your daddy, like your daddy right there, and you eyeing that man, girl, no, she's trouble, okay? And so, it was like, you know what, come with me, come on with me. He takes Miguel to this really, really nice, expensive car, okay? And he's like, you get in the car, have a seat. He gets in it. Do you like this car? Oh, yeah, it's amazing. It's an expensive piece of machinery. You know what? You can have it. If business is lucrative, in 6 months, you can have this car. Are you serious? I'm very serious. And he bends down, but if you touch my daughter, if you lay one hand on my daughter, if you look at her and touch her in any way, I will pull your lungs out through your nostrils. I said, well, God damn it. God damn it, okay? Do I need to repeat myself? No. No, you don't. So then we see Miguel at the hotel, at his home hotel. And he hears a knock, knock, knock at the door. And he gets up. He got a whole tramp stamp. A tramp stamp. He had a tattoo like at his above his butt. Tramp stamp. And who is at his door? Paris. Oh, not like Paris. Paris, you can't be here. What are you doing here? If your father knew this, he'll be pissed. What my father doesn't know won't hurt him. Now, you gonna do this or not? And they start doing it. Not doing it. They start kissing real hot and heavy, like whatever. I'm looking like, do you know this? Like, is it the whole Romeo? Like, Is it like Romeo and Juliet thing, or like are you really just out here thotting and bopping, slutting it on up with a stranger? Anyway, I digress. So we then see they in the hotel kissing, hugging, and kissing, and we see the car that LC wanted as a part of the deal is being transported. So there was a Mexican man who was bringing it from Mexico. We've seen that Junior had one of their, fellow Negras, black people, black dude or whatever, say, hey, I need you to go to this place and get something. And so we see the Mexican gentleman and the African American gentleman meet up like in an empty field. And the car that the black dude was in, he gets in the truck, and the dude who's in the truck gets out the truck and gets in the car. So they exchange so the black guy can bring the car to LC. So as that's happening, he gets in the truck, he pulls off, he driving. He then gets pulled over. Cop then says, oh, the thing on your thing looks loose. You got to make sure it's tight so the car doesn't roll off. Oh, it looks tight to me. And the cop then shoots him in the face. I'm like, what'd he do? He gotta die? I'm like, oh, Miguel. Alejandro. You sexy, Miguel, but you dangerous, Miguel. And at the same time, at the hotel, Miguel and Lord Jesus, Miguel and Paris still going at it. And you hear, boom, someone kicks in the door with ski masks and guns or whatever. They knock Miguel out or whatever. Do you know who I am? Yes, Paris, we know who you are. And I'm like, is everybody in snatch? So now they both snatched. So I'm like, oh Lord, what's gonna happen next? The man that got shot for the car, they didn't get kidnapped. It's a fire. It's a whole goddamn fire. And that's how the episode goes off. So I was very much into this first episode. I hope you guys were too. Put your comments in the comment section, but do not post any spoilers from the book. Don't do it. Okay. I am Jay Lee. This is Jay Lee's Corner. Peace.
He's like love, and music.